Welcome back to another scene analysis. Today, in the spirit of Halloween and the fact that it's less than 2 months until Christmas, I thought that I'd tackle the Tim Burton dual holiday classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas. For those who haven't seen it, it follows Halloween Town's Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, who grows tired of the same old Halloween shticks and upon wandering into Christmas Town, decides to bring Christmas to Halloween Town. However, he doesn't fully comprehend what Christmas means and causes more harm than good. While I consider Nightmare Before Christmas to be a good film, I do think it's important to talk about its flaws, and one of its flaws is falling into a trap of a classic issue in films, style over substance. Style over substance meaning that the look and the feel of Nightmare Before Christmas sometimes can be stronger than the deeper core of the story and characters. And while I don't feel that any message or theme is lost, there is one theme of Nightmare Before Christmas where I think style overtakes substance. Oogie Boogie. Now, I know that everyone is going to protest by saying, but Oogie Boogie's such a great character. I'm not denying that he's an interesting character. But what does he really contribute to the plot? Just listen to the song he sings, but really listen to it.
You're joking. You're joking. I can't believe my eyes. You're joking me. You gotta be. This can't be the right guy. He's ancient. He's ugly. I don't know which is worse. I might just split a seam now if I don't die laughing first. When Mr. Oogie Boogie says there's trouble close at hand, you better pay attention now, 'cause I'm the boogeyman.
Now, what can we gather from that scene? He likes the fact that the famous Santa Claus is nothing more than an old man. He clearly enjoys the fact that someone as well known as Santa is easily bested by him. But there aren't really specifications for when his character's happy or not. It's just Oogie feeling good about himself. Now consider this in the grand scheme of the film. We've never seen Oogie Boogie before this point, except in shadow, and other than to cause unnecessary tension, all he does is keep Santa tied up and kidnapped. Who is Oogie Boogie? Why is he an outcast? Is he even an outcast? He's part of the Halloween Town song, but he seems to be the biggest baddie in town. Shouldn't that mean he's well liked? Or is he too bad even for them? Could he have once tried to take Jack's crown as leader of the town? Maybe that's why they don't like him. These are all speculative questions that are never answered, but if they were answered, would convolute the plot. And I'm not saying that they should, but they could serve as their own movie. Another issue with Oogie Boogie is that he's only in 2 scenes, the first of which is happening at the same time that Jack's leaving for his Christmas run, and the second time is the final battle. Now the reason this bothers me is because Oogie Boogie distracts from this cautionary tale of a somewhat tragic hero. Now this isn't a Greek tragedy, but Oogie Boogie disturbs arguably the 2 most important elements of the film. Jack exhibiting his flaws when he flies off into the night with the reindeer, and his supposed redemption scene. The appeal to this cautionary tale is that Jack is supposed to be his own worst enemy, and by having a bad guy just to be the final boss, it doesn't help the story. It's just Jack fighting a character that he has little connection with. Now, here's my pitch. Instead of having Oogie Boogie, Lock, Shock, and Barrel should have been the antagonists. And I'll explain. Lock, Shock, and Barrel are not only really fun characters, and, in my opinion, much better than Oogie Boogie, but they are doing the only thing they know how to do. Everything that happens in this film is a giant misunderstanding, therefore the tension and conflict, especially at the end of the film, should be just that. I think the finale of the film could be that Christmas Town invades Halloween Town, and in thinking that they hurt Santa, they take Sally. Sally, the heart of the film, Jack's truth teller, someone who means a lot to him. Therefore, the stakes are higher because Jack not only has to deal with the consequences he caused for Halloween Town, but for Christmas Town, and it's on a personal level. He sees what he's made these 2 towns do. And that way, he doesn't just save Sally and Santa, but he saves both towns from doing unspeakable things that they don't really understand to be bad. In saving Santa, he prevents Lock, Shock, and Barrel from unintentionally killing Santa, which they wouldn't know they were doing anything bad because they're all dead, so they're just playing a prank. And he stops Christmas Town from, I don't know, maybe they try to fix Sally. She is, a creation. What if all their years of trying to make toys is used on Sally? But they don't understand that she's a unique individual, so they try to fix her. But Jack, who finally sees the good in both of the worlds and sees that they both have their place, he fixes his mistakes that he's ultimately caused. Having Oogie Boogie there just creates a whole new set of problems because Santa getting kidnapped and Sally getting kidnapped was not directly Jack's fault. His influence on the town is his fault. But that's my take on the scene. The movie is what it is, and for what it is, it's a good film. I just think in a perfect world, some changes would suit it. Thanks again for watching. This has been another Scene Analyzed.
In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.